Good morning, everybody. Today we are taking validation in VB.NET. If we think about validation, validation is a very important part of any software or any application because by validation only we can bound the user to enter incorrect data entry. This is form 3. Form 3, I'm giving the text property change this validations in VB.NET. Fine friends, let me start about some validation, and we are starting this validation within one label and one text box. As we know that one, for any particular form or a database, label 1 I am enter customer name. If we think about customer name should be always alphabetical, and that particular alphabetical value is the only value that can allowed. So friends, let me go to that coding part of this, how to validate this particular things. Text box 1 key press event I'm taking, so do not require text change event. Into key press event, the validation code is started like this. If ASCW ASCII word character of e.keychar. E.keychar means what key you press. It is depend on this. I am putting down 65. It is as capital alphabet A, and ASCW into the bracket e.keychar. I am putting down less than and equal to 91. Then we have two options in our code, that is else. If we press capital A to capital Z, there is no problem. But if we use else of this e.keychar equal to nothing, nothing. Let me use this particular validation into the execution part. We run the program with F5. Our form 3 is available. That name is validation VB.NET. My caps lock is off and I'm trying for some numerical value. You can see the code easily on the back side of the screen. It is easy to available for us. Now I'm putting caps lock on. Now my caps lock is on. I'm typing Jadeja. I want to put it down space bar. Oh my god, space bar is not allowed, and I'm trying for backspace. You can clearly say that one backspace is also not allowed. Means into this particular code, let me put it down one more facility for us, that is ASCW e.keychar equal to 8. Let me check what is the effect of 8 ASCII value in our code. We are using capital on. Yes, now caps is on. Jadeja. Spacebar is not working, my friend, but look, the backspace is working. I am able to remove this code. It means 8 is a ASCII value for backspace. Enable backspace, or ASCW e.keychar equal to 32. If I put it down over here, and you can check it out here, my caps lock is on in my code, and I'm typing Jadeja space ABHIJEETSINH Abhijeet Singh. Even though I can use backspace also in this particular code, I can use spacebar also, but if I try to enter some numerical value, you can listen the code of this. This is the effect of e.keychar, nothing. So friends, it's a very simple thing to understand how we can use this particular way. Into this form 3, I am putting down the same thing, copy, paste. Let me take another validation, that is enter salary of person. As you know that one, salary of a person is always be generally numerical, and numerical values is entered continuous form. So I'm going to the code view. Into the code view, I'm picking text box 2. Into text box 2, same I'm putting down key press event Whenever I use this key press event, I'm making a copy of above code because I would like to change only the ASCII value of the thing. So let me take it 47 over here. Let me take it 57 over here, and as we know that one, 8 is a backspace and 32 is for spacebar. I am removing spacebar in this code. Let me execute. I am entering the person name with the caps lock of Yugvir Singh Jadeja. I am entering to try capital lock. It is off. Alphabet is off. I am trying 1, 2, 3. Spacebar is not working, but backspace is working, my friend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, oh. And then after nothing is working, in short, whatever the ASCII code we are mentioning in this particular code, let we understand. In your backside screen, it is easily understand and easily visible to you. ASCWE.keychar greater than and equal to 47 means a 0 ASCII value. And when we are giving the boundary with AND operator, logical operator, we are performing 57, and 57 it is for 9. We are allowing backspace, so backspace is working. But if I am entering 35,000 as a salary, 35, and I would like to give the space bar, look, space bar is also locked, and once I enter 35,000, it should be acceptable. So friend, it's a numerical one and alphabets, both the things is working very properly. Now let me take one more example about the date. Date is a very critical issue for any particular programmer or developer. Enter your date of birth. When I use this one, date of birth, and for this particular process I want one button. One button is just for formality, nothing else. Save. I'm putting no code over here, but for this button 3, text box 3, last focus event I'm trying. You can see over here, this is the last focus of text box 3. Let me check it. Dim x as boolean, and when I use x as boolean, we know that one by default boolean variable value is false, but here I would like to check one already library function is date, the box text box 3 dot text I am taking. When I am taking this, it will be having a value. If x equal to false, it will give the message MSG box, sorry, your data is wrong. Please kindly enter date value. The message box type should be a critical, and the title is invalid data. Then the text box should be clear, so text box 3 dot clear, and your focus is also text box 3, so I'm using focus method over here. And for else part I'm giving the message box MSG box, thank you for entering correct data. Let me execute this one, this validation 1 that you already know, this validation 2 you already know, and let me take a look about this date. Hello. Oh my god, it's a sorry, your data is wrong, please kindly enter the data value. When I remove it, my cursor is still available on that text box. I'm entering 22 of December and I'm entering 2013. Thank you for correct data entry. So it is a format of DDMMYY, and it is acceptable. As you know that one, by this particular form we are preparing some type of data entry, and let me take a look of it. We are arranging this tool as per our conveniency and all. uh, we are running execute again. This particular code is available. If you want to show the code is here. I'm coming to the form, and only caps lock is working, so I make it caps lock on. Caps lock on. Jadeja Abhijeet Singh. Only salary is working. Look, but I'm entering 56,000 is a salary, and I'm entering this data. Look, again, it's a date, and date is logically checked by this particular simple thing. If I'm entering 11th, means November of 23 of 2013, and I press tab again, for this particular computer, MMDDYY format is not valid. That's why it is giving the message for this. When I am entering 23rd of November of 2013, it should be accept. Thank you for entering the data, and my cursor move to the save button. Friends, it's a very simple thing for validation by text box. Let me comes to the point, that is date time picker. And date time picker, it is one of the good tool. If we think about date and date time picker that is available in our tool, we are picking date time picker that you know very well. The same thing I would like to perform within this date of birth value only. So let me take it off it. I would like to take some labels. Label 4, copy, paste, again paste, it is label 7, again paste, it is label 8, again paste, it is label 9. I would like to format this all labels, so I select all this label, I go to the font, and I go to the font that you know very well, the font type property. Into that one I'm picking Arial Black as a font. It's a bold one, and this is a favorite one of mine. So let me go for 4 color of this font. I'm taking royal blue color. I'm just stretching this form. Okay, fine. For date time picker, value changed. This particular event comes by double click on this date time picker. When I click on it, as you know very well, I want to get some different values about label 4, 5 and 6. I come to that point, label 4.text equal to date time picker 1 dot value. I want to change label 5.text equal to date time picker 1 dot value dot date. Fine, that is label 5.text equal to date time picker 1 dot value dot toString, and this toString I am using the format that should be a change. So I'm pressing first, DD, then YYYY, so that you can understand that one previously it was not working within this. Label 6.text, I'm putting down here date time picker 1 dot value dot day. It will display the day of month. What day is currently, that will be showing by us. So the thing is date time picker 1 dot value dot hour, and let me check it out how many labels remains. Label 9, still we can go there. 4 5 6 7 8, 4 5 6 7 8. The same way, if we want to take it not a 7 as a day, but if we want to take it month, the month will come. Label 8.text equal to date time picker 1 dot value dot hour. The last one, label 9.text equal to date time picker 1 dot value dot minutes. And once we are executing this particular way, as you show this one, Our code is available over here, our form is over here, and let me take it look so you can understand the code very well. When I select this particular date, I will go to the backside, and you can understand that thing, what is going on and all. Suppose for date of birth, let me take it look of this, not 2000, but I would like to move to back, and that is 1976 I want to select. So 1970 to 79 I'm taking, then 1976 I'm taking November of it, I'm taking 17 of it. When I select this one, you can clearly see here 17 is a date, 11 is a month, 1976 the current time. My cursor is moving 9.58. Whenever I select this one, it's a displaying by value particular way. Look at my cursor, that is value will show the date as well as time. When I use 11 as a date, you can see over here that is MMDDYY comes first, label 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it is going on and on and on. So these are the particular things that we come to that point. Label 4, 5. Let me go to this part. Label 5 is coming to 2 times, that's why it is having this. I'm removing this, and again I would like to run so you can easily understand this particular way. I'm taking not 2014, but I'm going for this 2013 of December of 31st. Look at over here, this is December come first because the format is MMDDYY. Look at here, so you can change the any format like this, double inverted MMDDYY. This is the 31st, it is the day of month, 12th is a month, 10, look at here, this is now 10 o'clock is there, and 0 is a minute. So by this particular date time picker value, we are using some date time function of VB.NET, clearly understood. If you want to transfer this particular value to the variable, you can easily transfer this one. Now last but not least value, that is the main part of this particular way, we are taking one button. This button is used for CAPTCHA. For this one I would like to take one more label, and label should be put it down here, and I'm using CAPTCHA, and for CAPTCHA I would like to take this button. Why, that I will tell you later on. I would like to take this button as a huge one so I can put it down that particular background image for this. I'm using F4. I'm using background image because CAPTCHA generally has a background image. This is a wallpaper. I would like to take this wallpaper for this. When I use this one, you can clearly see this one. This is button 2 along with this. And for text property, I would like to change some values of forecolor as well as the name. Again, I would like to go to font name, and into this font name I'm using Arial black. The size is 10. I would like to take 12. The forecolor that I should put it down as a red color. Fine. This form load event, I would like to generate a CAPTCHA random digit number, so I would like to take random number and all. So form 3 load event, I am taking 2 variable and 1 object. Dim acts as string. In string starting, that is null, that's why I'm giving double quote. Dim y as new random, it's an object. Dim z as integer for z equal to 1 to 5. So there is 3 declaration of identifier. X is a variable, z is a variable, and y is an object. I would like to store this random value computers generated, so x and person equal to, I'm using double inverted 2 space bar, double inverted over, and here the random value will be coming and properly working. So this CHRW character width Previously we use ASCW, but now a time for character W. I am using random function object, that is y dot next. When I use this y dot next, I am giving the property of 47 is a minimum value for 0, and when I press comma, it is suggesting me the maximum integer value that you are providing, and that you know that when 1 to 2 is a range that I am providing it. Fine friends, after this looping, the X will generate 5 different random numbers, because random object comes first, then it will convert into the character, and finally I want that particular value in my button. This is button 2. So friend, button 2 dot text equal to X. That's it, final. It's come true, and it will done my captcha also. When I execute this particular part, look it over here, because I think you will like this particular program and code very well. Here the code is given and form is in front of you. In this form you can show over here on the button tilde sign underscore T is small, E is capital, D is there. It is particular captcha that we are generating by random number. The previous particular process is working very properly. Again, I would like to run this particular form, and when I run this form, this particular form is having a captcha. This captcha is changed now. You can here show it proper. The code is behind the screen. Now it's time for I backslash U small, Y small, S small. Background image is there. This is a captcha that is generated by the computer itself. It is very easy code, and this 5 to 6 line magical code will generate every time random value by the object. You cannot imagine this one. This is small d, capital K, small s, 5, 5, 2 times. If you would like to change the size of captcha, you can increase the captcha size by 7. For this, let me take it this button more larger, because 7 is a size for this. Oh fine. We would like to go to code, so whenever I will execute this particular form, you can show this code. My form is in front of you, my code is backside. You can easily understand this code, and this is a validation for this one. Now we have 7 different characters comes by the computer, select by the random value of the computer, that's capital T, small f, it's a small v, 1 r, small capital R, and @ symbol is selected by computer. So friends, it's a very useful code, I think, for you. That is different type of codes. You can now understand this particular code is just for alphabet entry, and alphabet entry into only capital values can accept, the rest of values will not accept. Backspace is working by 8, and spacebar is allowed by 32. When we use this textbox 2, this textbox 2 is having some validation value like 47 for 0 and 57 for 9. We are allowing backspace, so we are providing ASCW8. So the rest of thing will not work, because we are write down e.keychar equal to nothing. When we come to the next part, that is textbox 3, it's a very good and useful thing. If you want to provide date of birth value in a text box, you can validate by last focus event of a text box. This is a last focus event. In this particular last focus event, your code is in front of you. That is, we are taking boolean variable x. Is date is a particular library function of date and time, and it will check if you enter the proper date, it will come to true value in x, but if you enter in some invalid date entry, so it will come to x equal to false. Then this condition will true, and when this condition will true, this message will come that will be a sorry, your data is wrong, please kindly enter the date value. And then textbox 3 is clear, textbox 3 is focused. Until you are not entering the correct date, you cannot move ahead. My friends, now you will come to the date of part. If you are entering the correct date of this, the x value will be true. It will go to the else part and you will receive a message, thank you for entering correct date. Now you come to the date time picker. This is a very useful tool for date time picker. It is a ready-made tool. We are using some nice process for date time picker. Dot value showing the date and time both. When we use string, we change the format of it. This you can change it as ddmmyy, yymmdd as per your country use. Then the important thing is we are changing, we are capturing, we are getting only day of month, we are getting only month of the current date or selecting date of month, we are getting only hour from system time, current hour and minutes. Finally friend, form 3 load event, it is a CAPTCHA time. CAPTCHA is a very useful thing that you know very well nowadays. In a website development it is available. We are taking 3 identifier. X is a variable that store the string value, Y is an object that store the random as an object because we are using new keyword for an object. We are using dim z as integer, again a variable. I'm taking this loops for z equal to 127, 7 times this particular loop will execute, and every time the CHRW y dot next. Y is a random object. Next it will pick up this particular next value between 47 to 122. We cannot assume, we cannot guess which particular data will pick up by the computer. So computer random generation number will here, and CHRW is a function that convert your particular ASCII value into the character. This X will store that ASCII value one by one. This particular loop will execute 7 times. You will getting 7 different CAPTCHA, randomized, computerized, computer generated values and characters. This particular group of characters will assign finally to button 2. Let me execute last time this particular code for the CAPTCHA. It's a useful thing for a desktop application called vb.net, and for this vb.net we are having this CAPTCHA. We come to the code. Now go to the form and you can understand this one. This is a time of CAPTCHA for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 CAPTCHA, that is capital G, capital S, capital P, small o, 1, small b, capital Y. So easily understand this particular code by this particular validation. Here Abhijeet Jadeja, thank you very much to all. Keep learning, keep happy with vb.net. Thank you very much.